hot button topic right here.
He shaved his beard, and I was like, ew.
So you're coming over to hang out with me?
Over hang out? No.
That's what a lot of guys think. Don't be honest about it.
I don't know what I can say. We
Say
might wanna
whatever you
edit
want. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's not really how extra credit works, but I'll think about it. Welcome to the Daddy Academy, everybody. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all the support for the show. This episode right here is a good one, all right? We got some great guests. We have some good Q&As. We're gonna have some fun. You might cry. You're gonna learn a little bit. Let's get into the show. Should you be dating multiple people, and should you be honest about it when asked? Yes and no. Should you be dating multiple people? Yes, in the early stages of dating, you should keep your options open. If there's somebody you want to go out with, you should go out with them. But, so when you're in that scenario, you might encounter that question of, are you dating other people? Okay, and in that early stage, my answer would be, don't be honest about it. You want to sort of dance around the question in a cute way, because men are very territorial. Okay, even if you've only been on 2 dates with this guy and he asks you, are you dating other people? If you say yes, he might look at you a little differently. We don't want to create that sort of competition. If you're an attractive woman, he likes you, he obviously thinks other men are going to like you too. So he knows that there's natural competition. Make a flirty moment out of it. Don't just straight up tell a guy, oh yeah, I went on a date last night. It's not the move. You always want to kind of dance around it in a cute, fun, playful way. Today we have Sheree calling in from Miami, Florida, the city known for their quality gentlemen and great dating scene. But this isn't really a spoiler, but my girl got blocked before the first date, but you're gonna want to stick around and hear by who. Sheree, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thanks, I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Why don't we get right into it? What do you got?
I'm on the dating apps. I've been single for 5 years now. Prior to that, I was in a 10-year relationship, so super
Oh, wow.
Met him when I was 18, would never recommend it.
Wait, what was that?
I would never recommend being in a long-term relationship that young, starting that young.
Oh, wow. How old were you when you started?
I was 18.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, so it was just, a lot going on. So been single for about 5 years now. Been on the dating apps for a while. So boom, I matched with this guy. I think this was on Hinge. And we were talking for about maybe like a week and a half. And normally it's because I was in Thailand at the time when we were talking. So I was on vacation with my girlfriends, living it up.
Little white lotus action.
Yeah.
I see.
So I probably don't even like to talk for that long. It's like, okay, are we going out? Yes or no? But
right.
Had no choice but to, because I was gone for like damn near 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like FaceTiming me, calling me, all of this.
Oh, so while you're in Thailand, he's texting you, FaceTiming you, a lot of communication.
Yes.
All right, that's something off the bat that I would totally recommend against. If a date has to be booked a few weeks out, I would always say, like, save the texting and the communication for the week of, leave the week off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, book that date 2 weeks in advance. Okay. And then that week where you're gone, maybe just a check-in, 1 or 2 check-ins would feel appropriate to me. When you start talking too much prior to a first date, you start to build this like fake connection. All right, keep going.
Yeah, it was, so he's calling me, FaceTiming, texting me. We met on FaceTime for the first time. My friend said he's ugly. I said, you know what, whatever.
He's ugly? Good start, off to a good start.
So I get back to the States. We're talking. He's like, oh, do you want to go out? He made very loose plans on a Thursday.
Okay. What do you mean by loose plans? Like we should just do something Thursday?
No, he made plans on Thursday for Saturday night.
Okay. That's a little tight, but it could work.
You think so?
Say it again?
You think so?
I typically like to give a woman like at least 3 days notice. Mm-hmm. Two days is okay, but usually it's like you want to book a little bit further out than that, but it's okay. It's not horrible. Could be worse. Yeah. Could be the same day. Could be the same.
Oh, I don't do days.
You shouldn't.
I can't. So he's on Thursday. He's like, oh, let's go out on Saturday. He didn't give me a time or a place. That's what I mean.
Oh, got it.
So Friday comes around, crickets. And that's very odd because he would hit me up every day. And I hated it because he's like, oh, he's texting. Like, it was just too much. I hate that. So Saturday comes around, nothing. And I'm,
Until what time? So what time is this now? On Saturday? Still nothing.
Remember, maybe this was like, well, I texted him.
Okay, so you ended up texting him on Saturday.
Yeah, I was like, is everything okay? Because he had a kid. I'm like, I don't know, maybe something happened to your kid. I'm trying to not assume the worst.
Sure.
So I said, hey, is everything okay? I hear nothing back.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, okay, this is weird. So now I'm pissed because
as you should be.
I'm just like, my friend already said you were ugly and I was giving you a chance.
Yeah, you're getting ghosted by an ugly guy.
Yeah. And I was like, now I'm mad. So I text him and I was like, it's just really, he was older too, by the way. He was in his 40s.
Oh, damn,
and
okay.
Yeah, he was like, his son is 13, like he's older.
Oh, damn, all right.
So I texted him and I'm like, it's just really disappointing how an older guy doesn't have the tools to communicate and whatever. My message goes undelivered. He blocks me. He blocks me.
No way.
And I was like, are you kidding me? What the what did I do to you? I did nothing. Like, I was giving you a chance. Like, you're ugly. Like, that was the part that was the most upsetting to me.
You know what? No, this is a really good lesson in don't ever lower your standards and give like, oh, the ugly guy or the ugly duckling a chance. Because whenever you do, you know what's funny? Those are the people who will screw you over the most. When you lower your standards, they'll pull you down into the swamp with them. They do it. I'm telling you, I've seen it more times than not.
I wish I would have known that because I was just like, how dare you? Like, I felt disrespected. Like kind of. I was upset because I'm like, I was trying to give you a chance. Everyone said you were ugly. Little did you know. I probably should have told you.
I really love how we're driving that home.
Like, because I'm
what?
like,
Give me a comparison. What did he look like?
Bald. You know, I thought he was nice.
I'm sure.
Which is why I was even giving him the chance to even go on the date, and then I was like, "You blocked me." So yeah, I was.
So did you ever hear from him again or no?
No, I think I'm still blocked. I haven't. Once I did discover that I was blocked, I haven't reached out. I mean, I'm not fucking reaching out.
No. What's your hypothesis? What do you think happened?
So people are saying, oh, I think he maybe had a girlfriend, but I don't think so because I feel like that's the easiest way to get caught cheating.
Yeah.
Like on a dating app, if you have a girlfriend, that doesn't really make sense to me. Like, doesn't friends or cousins or something. I don't know. I guess I don't really know. That's why I guess I'm asking you why I'm here, because I really don't know what to think of this. And this is the second time that this has happened to me.
Yeah, I would say
plans and then ghost.
I would say it's probably not a girlfriend, although you'd be surprised. Some guys are just rogue and will just do like that if they're on a break. But I probably wouldn't say that. This might be more of a case where a guy is seeing someone, has been seeing somebody longer than you. Like, so maybe he'd already been dating this girl for like 2 months or so, and then he met you, and then that girl's kind of pressing him on being serious, and he might get caught and lose that one, so he decides to do the easy thing and ghost and block you. Or maybe he did have a girlfriend or something like that, and he's just a real piece of shit. Like, that could be a possibility. But it's one of those two scenarios, because for how much he was communicating with you before, it makes no sense for the block and ghost. So there's another woman there somewhere.
I guess that does make sense, because I was just like you said, as much as he was hitting me up, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me.
Usually it's not a good sign. It's a sign of a guy trying to get validation out of you. And if you're answering and you're really responsive, sometimes those ultimately end up leading to a lot of flakes, because they kind of got out of you what they needed anyway. It was just like the good feelings.
Ego boost?
Yeah, like an ego boost, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So like,
So, okay, no,
so
sorry,
let's
go
so
ahead.
let's say like, okay, he was already seeing some girl, or he was on a break in a relationship, goes on a dating app and has some conversations with some attractive women, makes himself feel good. It kind of just boosts his ego, and then goes back to his girl, whatever he did. But that's usually what I see in scenarios like this when a guy is like really initiating a lot of texting early on. It's more times than not a bad sign.
Okay, so what do you think about meeting someone on a dating app? Because me personally, I don't like to go out with the person if I don't either FaceTime them or call them before going out.
Yeah.
Because if we don't vibe, I'm not going anywhere with you. I can't sit there and you just we don't vibe. Like I'd
I feel
rather
that.
just that from the beginning. So do you think like, I guess like how much talking is too much talking and how much FaceTime is too much FaceTime?
Yeah, that's a really good question because so to me personally, when it comes to like FaceTiming a guy before a date, I think if you as the woman wants to do that, that's totally fine because it's also like a safety thing. You want to make sure you feel
Yeah.
good. So
Yeah.
that's important in that sense. But where we can kind of go wrong with that is you're making your first time you meet this person through a phone where today in like the digital age, we're always Zoom calling people and it's not really romantic. So in my opinion, the best like happy medium here isn't a FaceTime. It would either be a phone call, just
Yeah.
hearing the voice, or what I like to do is voice memos. So when you guys get each other's numbers, I would like it if the guy instigated this, but as the woman, you could easily do it too. Like you get numbers, he sends you the first text, send them a little voice note saying what you're doing. Hey, that's not your thing.
They send me those. I always
But
reply
why-
with the text. I responded.
Well, why not? Because in my opinion, that's a good way to gauge some chemistry. Or you go straight to a phone call.
I don't like the sound of my voice.
You don't like the sound of your own voice?
So,
Why? You have a lovely voice.
I thank you. It's just like I don't know. I don't like it. So
you don't
they
like-
do that to me, and I feel like an asshole, kind of like always responding via text when they're clearly trying to initiate voice contact.
Yeah.
And like, no, I'm straight.
So then, okay. So
Maybe I should take that. I don't know.
No, all right. If you don't like it, that's fine. Then I would say I'd prefer you do a phone call than a FaceTime. If you were gonna do a FaceTime, keep it under 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like
Oh.
like quick. And give yourself like a false time constraint. Like, oh, I'm about to go, blah, blah, blah. Like I gotta go somewhere. I'm meeting up with a friend. I gotta go, whatever.
Okay, because I have this guy actually that I met, or that I haven't met him, but he's trying to initiate FaceTime with me. But I also think that's like safety for guys so that they're not catfish, because that does happen.
Yeah, it happens across the board, men, women.
Yeah. I feel like it happens more with men than women. So he's trying to FaceTime with me, and that's why I was like, I don't even know. Let me talk to Daddy Neek before I see if
I like that, Daddy Neek. I like it.
before I see if I want to FaceTime him.
No,
or not,
okay. So so you have a date planned with this new guy?
No, this is early stages. He got my number yesterday off of Hinge, so
Okay, and so he's already mentioned.
already a red flag.
So we say it again.
He texted me Grand Rising like this morning, so that's already a red flag to me.
Grand rising, like instead of good morning.
Good morning, yes. Instead of good morning, they say Grand Rising. I thought it was a joke.
Who says grand rising?
This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah, it's not good. How do you navigate a friends with benefits situation? Okay, hot button topic right here. I would recommend you don't do this, but if you would like to, and you're a little lonely, you want some company, I think friends with benefits situations need to have an end date, okay? And I would sort of recommend don't let this go longer than 6 to 8 months tops. Tops. Because the longer these things draw out, now you're letting some bozo live rent-free in the attic of your brain. And when that happens, when you have a comfortable situation, because humans, we like things that are comfortable, right? We like comfortable relationships and dynamics. So it will start to stop you from wanting to go out to meet your person, if you're interested in meeting your person. If you're just down for a good time, you don't really care about getting into anything serious right now, then by all means have your fun. But you kind of need to cut these people off at a certain point, or else it is gonna harm you and lead you to not wanting to put yourself out there to find your person, the person who's meant for you.
I do have another story. It's not really long. It's crazy, but
Hit me with it.
This guy, a different guy, I met on Facebook dating. I deleted that shit.
Facebook dating. I've been hearing about Facebook dating a lot lately. I don't like the idea of it.
I don't either. That's why I got off of it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So he really, really cute, or from his pictures.
Okay.
He shaved his beard, and I was like, ew, when I saw him.
Gross.
So in the beginning, he was trying to like schedule a gym date. Since I'm into fitness,
I don't like it. I listen. I'm into fitness too. I'm at the gym every day, but it's like you want the first date to be romantic. Mm-hmm. The first date, a gym date, in my opinion, could be like a date. First of all, it's not really a date. In my opinion, it's kind of like an in-between date. Mm-hmm. It's like a half a date. Similar to like if I was gonna be like, hey, let's go get coffees and go for a walk. Mm-hmm. That's an in-between date. Mm-hmm. Your real dates are dinner, drinks, Nobu, like that's a date. These are like in between. So it's like, yeah, I don't like that particularly.
So already I kind of knew that I'm like, okay, this guy probably just wants to like, you can tell by the type of date that they're offering, whether like,
for sure.
Right.
Because because guys, it's a very good teaching point. Mm-hmm. Because, I'll give you you're gonna get a gold star. You get a little gold star question. Yeah, here we go. Let's get it on you. It's right there. A perfect placement. Look at that. The dates, the type of dates. Right. So most men think or have the idea in their head that by 3 dates, I should be able to like hook up with this girl. Like that's what a lot of guys think, right? So if I could manufacture like, oh, let's do a coffee date and then a gym date, and then maybe on the 3rd date I'll take you out to dinner, and then we'll bounce around to a bunch of places, have a bunch of drinks. That's a recipe for most likely being able to sleep with somebody. So I agree with you. When guys are putting these low value dates, they're kind of just trying to check off, okay, we got that date out of the way. We got that date out of the way. I'm closer to sleeping with her. So which is why when I talk about the tempo of like 1 date per week, quality dates, you're looking for quality communication, upward trajectory of everything. That's how you start to weed out those guys because they don't want to stick around and put in that effort.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he was doing. First date, he tried to do gym. I said no. Second, he suggested, it was like a food hall type of place. And I don't really I'm not super, super fancy. Like,
yeah, sure, right.
Whatever, I didn't care. So I get there. He's cool or whatever, but as we're leaving, he's like, oh, or like, are you coming over to like hang out with me? And I'm like, no, I just no.
Smooth.
And I'm like,
so you're coming over to hang out with me?
Over hang out, and I was like, no, I'm going home. And he's like, oh, okay. So the next day, he's trying to see me again, and I'm like, and I'm like, no, like if you want to plan something.
Where did he take you for the second date?
There was no second date.
Oh, there was no second date. But you're just trying to tell you to come over.
Yeah, he tried. The coming over was after the first date.
Right.
He tried to plan a second date, but it wasn't really a date. He was just saying, oh, do you want to come over, drink some wine tonight? No, I don't.
No.
And I was like, if you want to do something, then I need to know in advance because weekdays don't really work for me. Like I have work, gym, like that's my life. I can't, no. And so he's like, and I'm in the back of my head, I'm hearing Daddy Neek's voice about date tempos, like trying to, like, he's trying to schedule, like, oh, what about tomorrow? What about, like, and I'm like, no.
The spontaneous, quick date, it's the same thing. It's the same method.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. It's like, oh, wow, I'm being spontaneous. It's like, a lot of people fall into that trap.
Exactly. And I'm not spontaneous as it is. And then I feel like spontaneity comes as a relationship develops. So together, then say, oh, let's go here tonight. Oh, let's whatever.
Yes. Or perfect example, like say we're going out, right? I take you out 4 weeks, boom, boom, nice places, fun time. Maybe we go on a Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm like, hey, by the way, I'm actually gonna be in your neighborhood. You wanna get a coffee and go for a walk? That's spontaneous and appropriate for where you're at, not first date spontaneous, second date spontaneous. It's like you're not planning things. And the fact that you're thinking so last minute either means one of two things. Either means that he had a plan, lost the plan, and you're the backup plan, or he's going into it all along being like, I don't really care, so I'm just gonna try to hook up, so I don't need to even show that much effort and just try to get these last minute situations.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So I basically told him. So after all the going back and forth for like 3 days of him trying to see me last minute, I was really nice. I sent him a text. I was just saying, hey, like I just feel like we're looking for two different things right now. Like I feel like you're on more like try to hook up, vibe, casual. That's not really what I'm looking for right now. Like I maybe once upon a time,
Sure.
but not right.
Sure.
And he never responded to me, which I did not think he would have, because I mean, the is he gonna say?
Yeah.
So he never responds. About 2 days later, I get a text message on WhatsApp, which, let me back up, because he was texting me via WhatsApp before. First, he would text me on his iPhone, and then he switched to WhatsApp.
That's weird. Why
are you switching to WhatsApp? Like, we both live in America. Like, I feel like WhatsApp is
I was about to say.
Like, our distant cousins that don't live here, that don't speak English or something. Like, weird. So I asked him, I was like, can you go back to using your iPhone? Like, why are you doing this? He was like, oh, my signal. I'm like, shut fucking.
That has nothing to do with it. That has literally nothing to do with it.
So fast forward, when I texted him, I was like, hey, this isn't going to work out. Like, I think you're really nice. Nice meeting you, whatever. Doesn't respond. Message on WhatsApp. It's a video of him stroking his he sends me a or penis. I don't know what I can say. We
say
might
whatever you want.
So he sends me a video, and then he's also sends me a pic, unsolicited, unwarranted. And I didn't even know you could do this, but on WhatsApp, you can see when someone opens your video or your message. Yeah. I think he must have been planning this, or this is just what he does. He sends women.
This is what we're gonna do.
And I talked to him, and I didn't even respond. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, again, I just felt disrespected, because what made you think that I would like that? What did you want? Oh my God, I'm gonna come over right now. I should have shown me that sooner. Like I looked at it and I literally did not respond.
A new rule: if a man sends a woman a dick pic and she comes on the Academy show and talks about it, we're gonna put that schmeckle right on the desk and we're gonna.
Yes.
We're gonna smack it.
Me too, because it was horrible. I was like, I cannot believe this just happened to me. At first I started to respond, but then I deleted it. I'm like,
what were you gonna what were you gonna say?
I don't know. I think I started to say it was small or something. It wasn't, but I didn't care. I wasn't gonna say anything at that point.
No, it wasn't small.
No, it was.
Let's talk about the merchandise. Was it all right?
I was like, oh, it's kind of nice. But then I'm like, but still, like, what do you expect me to do with that? Like,
no, it's gross. It's gross. Well, so how are you feeling now? Going forward, feeling encouraged at least?
I do feel encouraged, because I'm actually going to take the advice of I'm actually not going to FaceTime him. I'm going to talk on the phone with the guy that I told you.
Oh, the new guy. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him on the phone, no FaceTime, and then keep it light and short and brief. And hopefully that works, because I feel I get what you're saying, like too much FaceTime is like dead. So yeah.
All right, I'm sending good vibes your way. Keep me updated. I'm sending good vibes.
I will. I'm really excited.
Oh, thanks for joining us today. This was fun.
Thank you. Thanks.
Take care.